Yo, what's up? This is your boy Trey Dub. I just shot the Adrian Broner versus John Molina video. If you did not see that, take a second and go back and watch. But before you do that, take a second and subscribe. Alright, now we're going to talk about the main event. Keith, one time, Thurman versus Robert. Ooh, the Ghost Guerrero. Alright, pre-thoughts on this fight. I don't know, to be honest, I thought it was going to be a really tough fight. I couldn't really call it to the end. Man, I don't know. I couldn't really call it to me. I'm not gonna say I predicted a straight dominance by Thurman or I predicted a straight dominance by Guerrero. I just couldn't call it. I thought it was gonna be a really good fight. I thought Guerrero was gonna be able to catch him some, and I thought Thurman was definitely gonna be able to catch Robert. I mean, that's what it is. But let's get to the fight and how it played out. All right. Once again, they walk out, lights, camera, action, channel 5. How you doing for the shit? You got the ghost coming out there. I can see him, though. He was a ghost, but I can see him. He must not have been invisible at the time. Or he just one of them ghosts with the shield on the head. I don't know. He came out. Then one time, Keith Thurman came out. All right, what I saw in this fight, I thought Keith Thurman was a lot. I thought he was very hittable. Not saying nothing about his skills. I just think that he's hittable. But he done a great job of making Guerrero miss and punish him. For some reason, Robert seemed slow to me. Every time he would throw a punch, he would get countered by Keith Thurman. And when Keith Thurman landed on that right hand, or basically right, he was really hurting Robert. For half the fight, I don't think it's gonna be a long video, but I'm gonna get to it. For half the fight, I don't think Robert Guerrero. I don't know. I don't know if he was there or if he just out of his element, or if Keith Thurman was just that good. But he couldn't touch him. He couldn't do nothing to him. And then late in the fight, don't get me wrong, it may have been round 9, is where Robert came in and threw a couple shots. One was an uppercut and actually cut Robert and actually dropped Robert the Ghost Guerrero. I think it was the first time he was knocked down. He kind of laid there. I think he's thinking like, wow, this guy called me. And he shook his head like he's good. He took the 8 count. He got up. And the one thing I did like about Robert from that point on is what I think he should have done earlier. I think it would have changed some things if it would have won it. No, but definitely would have made it a lot closer, or possibly could have pulled it out. I don't know. Robert, not Robert, but Keith Thurman hits a lot harder. He got knocked down. Obviously, Keith went for the kill. He went for the kill. He smelled blood like a shark, and he was still in the corner. He was going for the gusto, coming up from underneath and trying to take him out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that Killer Wells do that. Maybe Killer Wells. I don't know. But either way, he's going for the gusto. Some kind of way Robert survives. I thought the ref was going to jump in there any minute. I think the only reason he did not jump in there is because every now and then, Robert would throw a couple shots. He would throw a couple of shots, and they would be like, okay, he's fighting back. He's fighting back. And then after that round ended, Robert actually put pressure on him. And he was coming. And he took some punishment to get there because Robert started moving a little bit more. And actually, Keith started moving more. And Keith actually started showing fatigue. And Robert actually started catching him. But before he caught him, he was slow. He was catching some shots coming in. And then Thurman would just hit him and knock his head back. I should have turned this TV off. I hope you guys can hear this TV because it's distracting me. I think it's some show in the background. I ain't gonna give him no kind of advertisement. So I'm not gonna tell you guys unless they pay me. But they don't know me to pay me, so I'm not gonna advertise it. So let's get back to it. He got in, and once he made it rough, and that's what I thought he should have fought that fight like he fought Andre Berto. Andre Berto got power too. Obviously, Keith Thurman must have a lot more power. But he should have took those chances, have a high guard, get in there, and then make it a dogfight. That's what Robert's good at. Making it a dogfight, and he did. He had some clean, effective shots that way. I can tell that there was a power difference, but he landed. He was actually winning winning some rounds. Keith Thurman was landing hits, but he done good. He fought hard at 10, fought hard at 11, fought hard at 12. Yes, he took some mega shots. He was bruised up afterwards, but you know what? He lost the fight. He won the crowd. It's a win-lose. Lose, you lost, man. It's a setback. I mean, you got to work your way back up. And at his age, in his career, no telling that's going to happen. But he won the crowd. What does that do? It's about winning the crowd. The crowd want to see you fight. That's it. When you are live and you're trying to win over new boxing fans, they want to see that type of fighter. Because you know why? You got heart. You got heart, Lionheart. You got heart. That's why I'm with you. Okay, he got heart. And they were paid to see him back in there. I don't think he should take another top notch. He shouldn't fight like an American or Porter. He needs to find somebody that's good, but not at that level, because he needs to work his step back. He needs to work his way back up there. He just lost to Mayweather, and now he lost to him. So he got to work his way back up. Maybe fight a Devin Alexander or a Timothy Bradley. Either one of those fights. Brandon Rios, I think Brandon went back to 140. Something like that to get him a win. And then moving back up to a gooder fight and then back up to the elite fight if possible. Keith Thurman, I do not believe Keith Thurman is going to fight Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao before either one of them exit. I just think that he's a great fighter. He does have some flaws still, but he just doesn't have the crowd. He can't bring in the revenue, the views, and that's what they need. But I do think he can fight the Amir Khan, the Tim Bradley, the Juan Manuel Marquez, Sean Porter. I'm thinking about an England fighter that I can think of his name. The guy that actually beat Sean Porter. You guys know, if you're a boxing fan, you know the guy I'm talking about. I mean, he can fight anyone, and he's equipped to fight anyone. He's equipped to fight Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. I do think Mayweather would catch him a lot more counters, and I do think Pacquiao. I think Thurman, because of his style, he may have a better chance of beating Pacquiao, only because Pacquiao is going to bring the fight, and he has extreme power. And Pacquiao is southpaw. He throws a hard right. I'm not saying he'll win. I'm not saying he'll lose, but I think he have a better shot against Pacquiao than Mayweather. I think Mayweather will move a lot more and probably pot shot himself to victory. But there you go. Subscribe right now. Share Facebook, Twitter. Share this. Do what you got to do. This is your boy T, and I'm out. Holla at your boy. Subscribe.